Hey guys, it's Dami here from Clientele Boosters, and today we're going to be talking about 3 ways you can increase your IQ. I know, what does a 24-year-old know about increasing someone's IQ? He must be so egotistical, he must not know what he's talking about. Hear me out. Anyway, a bit about me. Dami, been running this marketing and consulting company, Clientele Boosters, for 5 years now, as of June. And I've learned a thing or two, and some of this I've actually learned from Ty Lopez, who's generated over $500 million online. So I actually had an interview with him. If you want to watch that interview with him or part of it, then you can just go to our video catalog, or maybe my team will chuck the link somewhere or everywhere, and you can watch that interview. But 3 quick ways to increase your IQ. And if you get value out of this, I have a free Skool group where you can learn more about marketing, sales, team building, leadership, and of course, getting smarter just in general. And it's a free group. And if you want the paid group, then that's also cool as well with more videos. But anyway, okay, so CB. It's my agency. We're going to talk about IQ today. IQ. All right. So the first thing you can do, and you guys probably already know what I'm going to say, is read books. Anyway, read books. So when I was 20 years old, during the during COVID, I actually set out on a goal to read 80 books in a year, and I hit 61 books. And I actually got quite sick. I ended up getting extreme vertigo because I was working out, and basically I pushed myself really far. I took over 30 to 35 courses that year as well on e-commerce, sales, marketing, NLP, religion, all kinds of just topics. I read about religion rather. And I read over 60 books that year at the same time whilst playing basketball, etc. from home and bulking. So I was adding muscle really, it was just so much. But the great thing about that was I had like a mental growth spurt. I actually, leaned one way politically before reading all those books, and I actually ended up on the other side politically. And it was interesting. I actually lost a lot of Facebook friends as a result of that. Different conversation. But the great thing about reading a lot is you basically get access to dead and alive people that have already lived an experience that you haven't. So if I want to learn about, World War II, then I can read about World War II and what it would have been like through someone's lens to be in World War II. Or if I want to learn about, Christianity or Islam or Buddhism, I can read various texts from various sources on their opinions and, perceptions of that religion and their takeaways from it. And that expands my consciousness and my ability to reason and create my own hypothesis of what I believe, etc. So reading is something that a lot of people know they should do, but they don't do. So I would actually advise a really simple goal. Just set out on a goal to read, say, 2 pages a day. Something really just small that you can commit to, because I can guarantee you, if you can commit to that, say, for a year, you're probably going to be well more ahead than other people that have read 0 books that year. I have never read more than 60 books since 2022. And I can assure you, mentally, I had so much more of a mental, at least, growth spurt that year compared to other years. Now, to be honest, in more recent years, I've had more of a financial growth spurt and a skill growth spurt. But the irony is a lot of the things that I actually use today are from things that I learned in those books back in 2020. So one of my goals already for 2025, as I am in the middle of 2024, is actually to probably start reading as much as I was back then and even more. There's ways you can read. You don't have to just read physical books. You can also listen to podcasts, listen to Audible. I found that a lot of the ways that you can consume information more effectively is through those mediums. So that's one, reading books. The second thing is osmosis. And I think Ty mentioned this, but a lot of people talk about this as well. This is simply by being around smarter people. So osmosis. You might have a friend that studies all the time and he's a bit of a geek, but you avoid him because maybe he's like, all he talks about nerd stuff. Maybe actually take him out to dinner. Just see what he talks about. Why does he talk about those things and you talk about X, Y, Z? Why does he talk about the books he's reading? Why does he talk about what he's learned in uni? Why does he talk about what he's learned in business? Why does he talk about what he's learning in X, Y, Z? Who is he talking to? Why does he speak like that with such a flow and cadence? What you learn, and what I've learned from, some of my higher IQ friends, people that are probably in the 130s, 140s, maybe even 150s IQ scores, is they speak differently to, the average person. And that's really interesting because the irony is, and Ty definitely said this, when you're speaking to someone that is, some people, when they're speaking to someone that's really smart, they actually think they sound dumb because they can't understand. The irony, right? So yeah, getting around smarter people. And there's a video that I created not too long ago that talks about, how to recreate your friendship circle and 3 steps how to do that. Watch that. Will actually give you ways that you can actually be around more higher IQ people. But Yeah, osmosis. So that's, learning by being in proximity with these people, seeing how they talk, how they reason, how they think, where they get their sources from. That's important. So osmosis is great. Now, number 3 is really simple, but it's the habit, right? And that's learn just one new thing daily. Now, the reason why this is crucial is for a myriad of reasons. And I'm going to be honest, this is probably what's increased my wealth the most. And I'm not wealthy by any means. I mean, we do quite well, multiple 6 figures a year, especially as a 24-year-old. But what I will say is this. What's helped me greatly is nearly every day for the last 6 to 9 months, 6 to 8 months, I track a few things. I try to add at least one person to my networking document every day. It was 5 to 6 days a week, 5 to 7 days a week. I track my net worth, so how much I'm worth on, all of my different asset classes, whether it's my retirement fund, whether it's my stocks, my crypto, business, etc. I track my net worth nearly every day and how much it goes by percentage-wise and dollar amount, right? And then I also try to learn, in my situation, one new thing or read one sort of article on the stock market 5 to 7 days a week. The great thing is I now have folders of terms that I did not know I didn't even know what were about, because they started to stack day after day, week after week, month after month, and eventually year after year, because I'm starting to be able to connect and learn the bridges between different terms or dialogue or financial acumen that I didn't have when I wasn't intentional about learning one new thing every day. So one thing you can do, just again, really separate yourself really straightforward from the majority, is just learn one new thing every day. You'll be surprised how far this will actually take you and what you'll be able to discuss with the average person in even their own field. You might actually supersede them just because you have the recency bias. You have all that recent information and you're able to convey a certain understanding of something with its roots and its layers deep, instead of just talking about things at the tip of its iceberg. So those are 3 quick things that you can do to increase your IQ. Read more books, be around more people through osmosis, learning from them by being in their vicinity, being intentional about that, and then learn one new thing daily. And you can pick the industry or thing that you want to do to do and endeavor onto that. So if you guys like this kind of video, click the link below. I have a free Skool group where you can be around more high-level people, high IQ people that read books, learn new things. And you can actually learn one new thing every day in there, because my team posts in our Skool groups, I think, about 1 to 2 times a day. And a lot of the YouTube videos are going to be in there as well, and other contents, like 25 plus videos in there. So learn one new thing, and you'll be around smarter people through osmosis digitally, which is still osmosis, because humans are tribal creatures, so we learn by our peers and our surroundings. However, if you want access to more exclusive content and information, I have a paid Skool group, and you can click that link below, and that's where you can get access to 75 plus more videos, even higher level entrepreneurs, and more opportunities to learn directly from myself, more specific things. And of course, if you want more personal online help, or you have a business that's, let's just say, doing between 10 to 100K a month, and you want to learn how to build a mega community using our 5 infrastructures, and take your business and add an extra 100K or $1 million using our proven methods that I've done this for a variety of industries, then you already know, click the very link at the very bottom. Until next time, guys, much love, think mega, see you soon, bye-bye.